Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, we are talking how to prep for Pokemon GO Fest New York. Or if you're not even going to New York, this can also apply to Pokemon GO Fest Global. But let's turn around. So, first of all, in the shop, there is going to be a way to really help out with the inventory problem, or inventory just in general. Item bag and Pokemon storage have both been increased by 500 space. So if you do want to spend some Pokecoins, that's one way to do that. But the other way is, of course, to go into your items and into your Pokemon and start deleting. So when you're going to Pokemon Go Fest out and about, because I have been to Chicago several times for Pokemon Go Fest, one of the big things is that you're focusing more on catching than raiding most of the time, and even when you do raid, you will be getting revives and hyper potions as like rewards. So you can go ahead and go through here and just get rid of all your potions, regular super potions, and you can even get rid of it like a nice amount of like hyper potions, revives, and the even the max potions and max revives. For like regularly, I usually go down to like 200 of each. But right now, because I'm trying to get as much bag space open as possible to get as many Pokeballs and Great Balls and Ultra Balls as possible, I'm just trying to get rid of get these down to like 100. I may have missed the mark there a little bit on the max potions. But basically you just go through and just delete down to like a comfortable space. That way you can maximize on getting Pokeballs, Great Balls, and Ultra Balls. Using things like the Pokemon Go Plus Plus, Pokemon Go Plus, or the Gacha to be spinning stops while you're not able to spin stops is a great way to help out on this item issue. Just constantly getting more Pokeballs, Great Balls, and Ultra Balls during that time. Berries, honestly, you don't need like 300 of each berry. I like to keep it around like 200 of each most of the time. So I'll go through and just like delete a whole bunch. Especially of ones that I'm not going to be using much, like Nanab berries. Like I won't really be using many Nanab berries for anything. So I'll delete a little bit more of those, and then like things like pineapple berries. There's not really that many new Pokemon in the game, so I don't really need pineapple berries that much. So I can delete a good chunk of pineapple berries, at least for me personally. Because again, there's not much that I'm missing. Golden raspberries and silver pineapple berries I do not touch. These are like premium items, so don't touch those. Keep those around. I'm still saving my Master Ball for something. Don't know what it will be for, but saving it for something. And then going through your other like premium items, like not going to touch any of these. Rare candies you can dump into a Pokemon that you really like or something that requires a lot of candies, such as Larvesta. So that's where a lot of my rare candies are going to right now. So like I can just go in here, type in Larvesta, and I'll just throw all my rare candies in to that, and that way that's covered. Keeping my Shadow Shards and Purified Gems for any Shadow Raids that I might do during Go Fest New York. Premium Battle, again, premium stuff, don't touch. You're going to be using all the premium stuff while you're there. Charge TMs, Fast TMs, if you are a PvP player, don't touch these, or maybe just go down a little bit. For me, I haven't really done too much PvP, but I do like it, so I'll get rid of like a chunk, but not too many. So I still have like a lot, just in case, you know, especially for Pokemon that have like a large moveset, like Mew, where you just are constantly using TMs. You can also use that. And then these evolution items, again, I have most of Pokemon that need these, so I can get rid of a good chunk. I like to keep like 3 of each just on hand. You never know when you're going to get a task for evolving something. So always keep a few of these. I really like the Cinnastones and Unova Stones because they are like more universal in their use. So I will usually keep like 10 of each of these. Unova Stones, I only have 9, so I'm not going to touch those. The Gimme Gold candies, if you can, or coins, if you can use them, use them. If not, like I'm still shy, so I'm not going to be using those right now. And for Pokemon, yes, I know, get rid of your Pokemon. So for me, I just went through and like deleted a whole bunch of Pokemon. So I'll go like age 0 to whatever it was that last time I did like an item or Pokemon storage like clean out. So like for me, I just did one like literally yesterday. So it'll show like age 0 to 31. So these are all the Pokemon I've caught in the past month, which usually is what I do. I usually go through about a month at a time, and you can just go through and either like delete all or add and an exclamation point. The exclamation point will get rid of anything that you want to not be in this 0 to 31. So I don't want shinies to be in there. I don't want legendary Pokemon to be in here, mythical Pokemon, anything that may have had a costume of. I usually like traded because like I like to try and get like lucky Pokemon or stuff like that. So I don't want my lucky Pokemon to be accidentally deleted. And I will also usually do shadows. Yeah. Whoop. And exclude shadow Pokemon. So now that I have all this, I can basically just go through here and just delete everything that I don't want anymore. And I've already gone through this and like looked at my 3-star, my 1-star, my 0% and 100% IV Pokemon, and they are not included in this. So, or they will be starred, and once I get to the star, then I know not to delete them. And these are all Pokemon that I caught after Froakie Day. Wow. So a lot of these are going to be Froakies. I'm trying to look for like a star just to show you, but there weren't many keepers from Community Day, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. So once I see a star, I won't touch the star, and then I'll just transfer the ones that I've selected. I don't really care that I'm transferring XXL Pokemon because I don't do that many showcases. And then I'll do the rest myself later. But yeah, I basically go through age 0 to whatever. So, or like you can even do like forget the age part and just go exclude shinies, exclude costumes, exclude whatever that you personally care about, and then go back and kind of get all the good stuff and like, okay, do I need all these shadow Pokemon, right? So like if I need to go through my shadow Pokemon, then I'll go through number, and then I'll go further and be like, okay, I don't need these 3 Charmanders because I have this Charmander. I don't need this Bulbasaur because I have that Bulbasaur that I'm keeping. I don't need these Squirtles or these Beedrills. And I'll just go through each of those ones I excluded previously, and now I will go ahead and get rid of all the like special circumstance Pokemon. So that's number 1, getting rid of stuff in your item inventory and in your Pokemon inventory. But number 2, big thing about doing Pokemon Go Fest New York is actually knowing what you're getting yourself into. So we're going to switch over to the Pokemon Go Fest website and go into the New York City tab and tell you exactly what's going on in Pokemon Go Fest New York. All right, so Go Fest New York City Edition. So, of course, it goes through morning park, afternoon park. I'm actually going to be in the afternoon park experience, which means that New York City first, and then Randall Island Park second. Please know what day you are and whether you are morning or afternoon, because they will not refund this. So please make sure you know when your ticket is for. And then there's all the add-ons, event gameplay, and event features, and photo gallery. Photo gallery we don't need to know about. Event features are usually like something like the hello. Explore the park, explore the city, plan your trip, and things like that. So event features, there will be photo opportunities, battlegrounds, team lounges, and usually like vendors of some sort are there. Hello? It's still loading in. Okay. So yeah, and then merchandise. Yeah. Gotta get the merch, right? So the battleground is usually like where you can go to PvP and whatnot. So not bad. Merchandise, they have the Go Fest exclusive t-shirt, which is cool. You can pre-order it. There'll be notable trainer meetups, as well as exploring the city. And you can explore more. Expanded New York City gameplay. plan your trip. So there's a bunch of things like there's a ferry to Randall's Island, but there are also a whole bunch of other things that you can look through here, and it really does tell you like, okay, you can get through by walking or bicyclists, yada yada, like all sorts of things, parking garages, etc. How do you check in, health and safety concerns, what's allowed, what's discouraged, and what's absolutely not allowed. More so about merchandise, guest services, sustainability, and like trash, and like basically just making sure you keep the park looking nice, exit, re-exit, security, yada yada yada. So lots of like good things to like know, but not exactly to do with the Pokemon Go Fest New York experience when exploring New York City. Alright, so if you do want to like explore New York City, this tab will actually take you to like off the Go Fest website into like a general like what to do in New York. Expanded New York City gameplay will actually lead you into the add-ons, which we'll actually be talking about later. So we won't need to talk about that right now. Event gameplay will include a bunch of things that we actually want to talk about, right? So, featured highlights, Mega Diancie, Mega Rayquaza, which is super cool. You will need a meteorite, which will teach you to move Dragon Ascent. It's basically like a specialized charge TM just for Rayquaza, which is super cool. Very fun. Loving that. Diancie. Of course, to get Mega Diancie, you gotta get regular Diancie. And a special Aerodactyl wearing a satchel, which is super cool. Sigilith making its around the world debut. And then New Yorkers are getting Skrelp and Golett as the new shiny Pokemon instead of Dewpider and Petalil. So these two, I personally think, are much better shinies anyway, so very fun, very excited. The park experience, Diancie is going to be there. You'll get special research, plus like just research around the park to get Mega Energy for Diancie, so that's very cool. And then knowing what Pokemon are in the habitats is the number one thing for the in-person event gameplay that you need to know, because unlike with Global Go Fest and like the global like Kento, Johto tours, etc., where there's rotating habitats, there are actual in real world habitats that you can go and you can sit at and you can just go around that one little area and just grind. So there will be a special research that's like, hey, you need to visit all the different habitats, take some snapshots, etc. Get that out of the way first, get that out of the way as soon as possible so you can get your Mega Diancie and all that good stuff, and then go back to these habitats and grind, right? So for Prehistoric Volcano, I need a shiny Kangaskhan, right? So I'm going to sit there until I get a shiny Kangaskhan. Or if I was like really looking for like a Hundo Dratini or like a really good IV Dratini, either for like Great League or just in general, I can just hunt for Dratinis. Same thing with Darumaka. I could really use like a 96 or better fire-type Darumaka, so that might be on my hit list. Tyrunt is a shiny that I really want, so want that. Arcan I haven't gotten yet. Poison Swamp will have the new shiny Skrelp, as well as a Venipede, which I really like. Poniard is such a nice shiny. Surskit I don't have, Gulpin I don't have, so I might end up spending a lot of time in Poison Swamp. In the Cursed Treasures is Snorlax, which I would love to get a Snorlax. That'd be so dope. For Stardust, Chimecho is going to be appearing. Woo! Pop a Star Piece if you're in Cursed Treasures. I'm telling you now. Yamask is a great shiny that only comes around for Halloween, so that's a good one. Golett is a new shiny. And then the Athletic Field actually has some interesting Pokemon, more on the PvP side, I would say. With a lot of like fighting types and just like interesting Pokemon here. Lucario shiny in the wild with Chef's Kiss. What a great shiny. Also, Voltorb and Zangoose have fantastic shinies. There's a lot of good shinies actually in this group. And then all habitats will be spawning Diancie, Oh, D-I-M-O-N-D, diamond, exclamation point. Sorry, I had to figure out the unknowns. There is also going to be a Pikachu wearing an amethyst crown, which is super cool, and Sigilyph. Then there will also be collection challenges, ghost snapshots, and field research happening. In the city experience, however, there will be, of course, Mega Rayquaza with the Dragon Ascent. Special Pokemon will be appearing in the wild, so all the Pokemon from that in the habitats will be just randomly scattered about throughout the city. No like chasing particular ones. So when you're in the park, make sure to make the most out of the park. Really hone in on whatever shinies that you absolutely cannot leave New York without. Use the park day as that day to just grind that one shiny. The other Pokemon appearing in raids are Cresselia, Xerneas, and Yveltal. So if you don't have any of those shinies, just go ahead and grab those. They will also, I believe, be having the location cards. So very cool. They will have like little location cards from New York on the background of the Pokemon, which is very cool. And other bonus features that are going to be alive on the ticket a day, on your ticket a day. Half egg distance, 6 special trades, reduced Stardust, 4 trades, 9 free raid passes, 1.5 hatch candy, 2 times friendship bonus, 1.5 hatch Stardust, and 2 times candy. There will be some avatar items as well, so make sure to be paying attention to that. And then, of course, there are all the add-ons as well. So the add-ons basically, I think they're in tickets. The add-ons basically you can buy to make the event even better. So, let's see where, there you are. The Raid Lover, Egg Enthusiast, citywide gameplay for more than one day, and the t-shirt pre-order. So, pre-order t-shirt, whatever, citywide gameplay for multiple days could be fire, depending on your budget, how many days you're actually going to be in New York, etc. Egg Enthusiast and Raid Lover are not things that you absolutely need, but if you're going to be raiding a lot anyway, Raid Lover, you get $9 back because you're getting, instead of 9 free raid passes, you're getting 18 free raid passes, and it's going to be for every day. Every day. You're making that money back. If you're thinking every raid pass is $1, you're making that back and then some. So actually kind of worth. Egg Enthusiast, it's a lottery system, so, it is what it is. But you'll be getting 3 times Hatch Stardust, Hatch XP, and Hatch Candy. Bonuses are active from the 18th through the 20th. And a quarter egg hatch distance, which is crazy, as well as increased chances of receiving 10km eggs. And the 10km eggs are kind of fire. They have a Mora, Tyrant, and a bunch of other kind of cool Pokemon. Usually Go Fest also has like special eggs, so we'll see if that's actually going to be a thing or not. But very, very cool. And that is everything you need to know about Pokemon Go Fest New York. Basically, before getting to New York, clear out your item bag, clear out your Pokemon bag, because you want to be catching as much as possible when you're here in New York. Because it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy, that whole New York City experience. And I am so excited to be going to this. And of course, I'll be following my own things. When I'm actually in the park, that'll be its own video. And I think I'll be in the city for all 3 days. So I'm not sure how I'm going to split that up. I will also be covering any glitches and whatnot. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for live reaction kind of things. But very excited about this. Very excited for exclamation point unknown is going to be shiny in the wild for the first time. So that's going to be cool. Lots of really cool Pokemon just out in the wild. Carving is fantastic for PvP. Mega Rayquaza is a game changer. Shiny Snorlax, I would really like a shiny Snorlax. That'd be dope. But yeah, when you're in New York, just have fun. Catch as many Pokemon as possible. When you're in the park, focus on catching. Focus on the habitat that you really want to be in and hone down on whatever Pokemon that you are looking for. Don't leave until you get your target Pokemon. You will eventually get it, I promise. There is also usually a space where people looking for trades generally tend to like all like group around, and usually will have like little like signs saying like what they want to trade for. So be on the lookout for that. That's not like a feature of the event, but it ends up happening like every Go Fest since trades have been out. There's been like a designated like trade area. So be on the lookout for that. That's usually around the team lounges. But yeah, that is everything you need to know about Pokemon Go Fest New York before actually going to New York. If you did like this episode, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.